I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And the tip goes to Houston. Here's Thompson. Lets it go from 14. That's short off the rim. Right side, Davis. Here's Gafford. That's in there. Davis with the assist. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. The Mavs get their last shot to go. VanVleet, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Yeah, the defense was caught unprepared by VanVleet. He just shoves his way past the contact into a shot.
Down low. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And Gafford with the block. Davis with it. Checked by Brooks. Now here's Davis. On the wing, Thompson. It's stolen by Green. Back comes Houston in transition. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Inside. Here's Thompson. Pass to Şengün. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Now here's Gafford. He has 6. Clock at 6. The 3 from Washington. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
Now, Kyrie has the ability to rack up a ton of assists. He knows how to find the open man.
Pass to Şengün. To the paint. Here's VanVleet. Here's Green. Now Thompson. Fires from deep. He's off on that one.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
To the middle. Şengün with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Thompson's shot is off.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. Now here's Thompson. To the inside. Now Şengün. And the ball out of play. The Mavericks will have it. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Mavericks lead by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Screen by Lively. To the paint. And a slam dunk by Lively.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Smith outside. Pass to Thompson. Back to Smith. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Lively. Here's Marshall. Good work defensively by Brooks. Rockets trail by 5. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
On the wing, Brooks. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Here's Dinwiddie. No points so far. Pass to Marshall. The 3. It's hauled in by Houston. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
The blinding speed of Green really turns on the Jets in transition. It's impressive to watch.
Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Van Vliet with it. Irving picks him up. Pass to Smith. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Hits the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got 5.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
It's a tie game here in Houston. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Part team, the Mavericks, 15.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play.
Mamba, baby, 24/8, do what it takes. Keep a full tank, all gas, no brakes. I'm throwing hundreds, look at how they ballin'. I know she love it, love the way I'm ballin'. Michael Jordan, wanna jump in, 3 in the morning. Mamba in the garden. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. I know she love it. Michael Jordan.
Welcome. Everybody, thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And it's the Mavericks to start out. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
With as much defensive attention as AD gets, those passing lanes will be open for him, and those are the passes he needs to make.
And yep, it's good. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Now here's Brooks. Şengün, the screen. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins, look. That's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
And Brooks drops them both.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
Now here's Irving. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Back comes Houston in transition. Brooks outside. Şengün in the post. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. The Rockets again can't hit.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Davis. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Amen Thompson.
What separates AD from most big men is he's just got every tool at his disposal, and he knows exactly when to use them.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digit. Pair his scoring with his defensive abilities, and you've got a problem.
Pass to Şengün. Stolen by Gafford. Irving with it. To the inside. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Again, the miss by Dallas. Green in the post. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
And one of Green's best attributes is that he doesn't really see contact. He will either go over it or through it.
Here's Gafford. Soft touch off the glass.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Pass to Irving. Back to Washington. Here's Irving. Here's Davis. Good D by Şengün. To the middle. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
So far, proving he can score in this league. Green drawing more attention from the defense.
Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Mavericks trail by 3. These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw misses.
Shooting for Dallas, P.J. Washington.
And the second free throw is good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Thompson scanning the floor. Now Green. Down low. Brooks. Şengün, the open look. Davis with a rebound.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And here's Thompson for three. Up again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Mavericks trail by 5. Over to the wing. Oh, got a piece of it. Thompson with a steal. Here's Van Vliet. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, such a creative finish. FVV in the open.
Dinwiddie outside. Inside. Shoots. Lively with the bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Brooks outside. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Thompson. Outside for Brooks. Clock at 4. Here's Green. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Exum outside. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Lively. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Lively's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Blocked! Here's Williams. It doesn't go for him.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
And Şengün throw it down.
And this is something Brooks must continue focusing on. When he sets up guys, team chemistry improves.
Down low. Here's Lively. 2 points. That one goes. Lively's got 6.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
To the inside. Williams. Thompson with the block. The shot, no good. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Rockets on top, up 13.
The Mavericks 13.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Irving. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Such a smooth operator out of the pick and roll. Irving can do so much with the ball, it's ridiculous. It makes it so difficult to game plan for him because he can break down pretty much any defense.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Irving with it. Guarded now by Whitmore. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
For 3, Smith. Christie with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Gafford. Out to Thompson. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Up top, Şengün. Over Gafford. That's tipped.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Here's Christie. He's covered by Holiday. Outside Irving. Up top, Davis. To the middle. Here's Thompson. That one no good. Good D by Şengün. The Rockets lead by 5. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, who can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
I respect how hard Davis works to involve his team. Doesn't want this game to be a one-man show.
To the paint. Here's Şengün. And Gafford with the block. Outside Davis. Whoa! Can't out-muscle Davis inside. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectations to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Inside. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Davis, that's good.
This is the defensive intensity you have to have against Davis inside, but he still powers through it.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Houston.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Washington left side. On the wing, Irving. Back to Washington. Davis from long range. The Rockets pull it in.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's Washington. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. This will be his third free throw attempt of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. The drive by Van Vliet. Pass to Thompson. Outside for Green. Van Vliet outside. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson with a screen. Second shot opportunity. Van Vliet misses.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Şengün. And that time also a missed shot. Dallas leading by 4. On the wing, Thompson. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. The 3 from Thompson. Thompson finishes in transition. Good execution. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Mavericks.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Here's Şengün. The Rockets again can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Washington outside. Pass to Williams. Six on the shot clock. Lively. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
To the inside. Smith left side. Back to Adams. Outside Holiday. To stop the drought. Nails it from 3. Holiday's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And here is Williams. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Launches a 3. The putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. And so it's Dallas up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. And stolen by Irving. Washington outside. Irving looking around. And they doubled up Irving to the middle. Gafford. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Now here's Irving. He's got 5. Thompson outside. No good on the 3.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
On the wing, Irving. Down low. Pass to Washington. Outside Irving. Three-pointer off the mark.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Back comes Houston in transition. And a two-handed jam.
Yeah, the moment the fast break starts, Brooks is out in transition, and that hustle gives him the edge.
Outside Irving. Deflected. Brooks outside. Van Vliet outside. Şengün the screen. To the lead. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Just an active score. Defenses know when Van Vliet is looking to capitalize, forcing them to compromise sometimes.
You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Irving goes in. Exum outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gafford. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Houston in the lead. Inside. Here's Thompson. Nice D from Gafford.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Davis with it. Now Thompson defending. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Exum outside. Pass to Davis. Here's Christie. Gafford in the post. Davis with it. 6 points for him. Houston with the ball. They've got a 10-0 run going. Thompson fires from way outside. And another miss by Houston. And Davis has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Pass to Christie. Back to Davis. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And it's Houston's ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
ABA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize this guy's potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Dallas needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And the Rockets with possession. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. .54 seconds left in the third. And it's Green missing. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Exum. He's scoreless. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And Dallas making a change here. Now Whitmore. Outside Eason. Here's Adams. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
He hits the second from the line. Mavericks trail by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Dinwiddie. Pure from 3-point range.
And it's great to see Dinwiddie dial it up from deep. Needs to keep connecting from out there.
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Eason. Adams inside. Here's Green. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Irving.
And just the total offensive package. Kyrie is a once-in-a-generation guard.
And that one one drops, so now they lead by 1.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Irving.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Holiday. And here's Adams, covered by Lively. And it's Adams missing. And it's the Mavericks ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's Washington. Back to Irving. Oh, Adams with the block. To the middle. And the basket by Holiday.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Irving is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. On the wing, Thompson. And here's Irving. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Just a ridiculous pump fake there by Kyrie, putting the defender off bounds, picking up the foul.
Kyrie Irving taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Irving. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to Smith. Outside Holiday. Picked by Smith. To the inside. To the paint. Adams inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
He's off on the second. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. The lead is 2. Davis down low. Pass to Irving. And here's Thompson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Now here's Holiday. Too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Ooh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Now here's Şengün. 6 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And so it's Dallas with it. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Irving with it. Van Vliet covering. Here's Davis. Can't nail the jumper. The Rockets trail. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Substitution on the board.
Thompson outside. Houston with another miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Gafford with the block. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Irving is doubled. It's stolen by Green. They've got numbers. On up to court. Puts the move on. And that one's good for Brooks.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Allie, thank you. Outside, Green. Out to Thompson. Clock at 6. Here's Şengün. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Mavericks leading. Outside for Davis. Back to Gafford. Thompson outside. And the three off target. To take the lead. And Davis with the block.
A big block from the big fella Anthony Davis, putting every inch of that wingspan to work there.
Outside, Green. Thompson. Outside for Green. Back to Thompson. Van Vliet outside. It's stolen by Irving. And they doubled up Irving. And we're going to have a jump ball. You two players. Outside Davis. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Şengün. Green with the ball. Irving picks him up. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Left side Irving. Pass to Davis. Back to Thompson. Launches it. To win the cold spell.
Over the course of AD's career, he's made a concerted effort to draw fouls, and we've seen that free throw attempt number skyrocket.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that ties this game up.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
43 seconds left in the final quarter. Down low. Here's Şengün. Nice D from Gafford.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And Davis gets double teamed. Here's Thompson. Yes!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Van Vliet outside. And here's Green from the arc. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Wow.
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
What a finish. It takes nerves of steel to knock down a shot like that.
And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Home court advantage goes to the Rockets, playing here in Houston.
Here we go.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Outside, Davis. And he drops it in from the low post. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's got to be physical and highly intensified.
Now here's Van Vliet. To the paint. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. A rebound by Washington. Here's Dallas. Gafford with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Nobody near Irving. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, this guy lives out there. Irving, one of the best three-point shooters in the game.
Here's Van Vliet. The Mavericks pull it in.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Washington. Back to Irving. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Thompson outside. Down low. To the inside. Green. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Gafford misses. Right side, Green. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, Coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thanks so much, David. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Nailed from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Now, here is Irving. Inside. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Here's Green. And the rejection by Gafford. Davis up top. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And it's Houston's ball. Pass to Brooks. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Şengün with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Van Vliet. Still yet to score.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Kyrie Irving.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
I don't know how you cannot love Fred Van Vliet. This guy brings toughness. He's fearless in the clutch. He competes on the defensive end, and his IQ is as good as it gets.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
.109 left from the first quarter. Over to the wing. It's deflected. Lock at 6. Dinwiddie right side. Pass to Exum. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Substitution on the board.
Here's Dallas. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. The Mavericks leading. Marshall with it. Now Smith defending. About 3 seconds between shot and game play. To the paint. Back to Lively. And it's blocked by Şengün. Holiday with it. To the inside. Stolen by Lively. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks lead by 2.
14.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. The kick out to Williams. Misses the three.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And stolen by Thompson. Pass to Christie. Back to Davis. Davis doing his thing inside. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Here's Eason. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Thompson, high post. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Dallas, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Mavericks trailing. And here's Irving. Here's Gafford. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Pass to Washington. And here's Thompson, covered by Smith. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Washington. It's rebounded by Şengün. Eason gets a wide open look. No good on the 3. And so here is Dallas. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. So both teams changing it up here. He doesn't get the second one. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
In for the Mavericks, number 0, Dante Exum.
Van Vliet outside. Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, strength and savvy make Fred VanVleet a tough guy to deal with inside. Gets the contact.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the half. Down low. That one good for 2. Lively's got the game tied up here for the man.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Dallas again turning it over. Here's Van Vliet. Over Irving. Another miss by Houston. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. Unable to get that one.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And both free throws good for Lively. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. The screen from Thompson. From deep. And Lively pulls it down. Top of the key, Exum. To the paint. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Lively. Back to Dinwiddie. Second chance shot. And Thompson sends it back. And they get it back. Here's Lively. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Rockets on top, up 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. From deep, Green buries the long-range jumper. Green's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets. Thompson outside. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Green. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 3. On its way from Irving for 2. It's rebounded by Şengün. And it's Houston's ball. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Pass to Irving. Inside. The shot's good from Gafford. Gafford's got 4 this quarter.
That passing ability complements Irving scoring so well.
Brooks right side. Here's Şengün. Can't cash in from close range. Outside, Davis. Irving from long range. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
He has just not taken smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Van Vliet outside. Anthony Davis with the rebound. The Mavericks trailing. Thompson in the corner. Back to Gafford. To the inside. Deflects the pass. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Gafford's got 12 in the game.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
And Şengün throws it down. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Irving up top. Looking to get back on track here. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks. Absorbs the contact and still converts.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Davis with it, picked up by Thompson. Pass to Christie. Irving for 3. Trains the three-pointer. And now a 5-point Dallas lead.
Unbelievable release from Kyrie. Boy, shot ready on the catch.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes the first. That one is no good. Here's Dallas. They're on a 12-3 run. Perfect. Yep, it counts. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Davis. They get it again. Another shot. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Şengün. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Pass to Eason. Back to Van Vliet. .133 left here in the third quarter. And it's good for 2. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
That's the urgency of Fred Van Vliet on the drive that really gets the defense off kilter. They don't get much of a chance to react with this guy.
On the wing, Williams. Off target with his 3. Rockets trail by 3. Pass to Whitmore. Eason, the screen. Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Not enough on that one as it misses. And it's Williams with the ball for the Mavericks. Lively with it. Dallas moving the ball around. Stolen by Van Vliet. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Eason's shot is good.
Well, we know that Fred Van Vliet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Lively. It's rebounded by Houston. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. To the middle. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's Williams. Adams, some nice D.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks lead.
The Mavericks, 38.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Mavericks leading. Here's Irving. Got a hand on it.
And there's Whitmore. That 7-foot wingspan coming in handy.
In for the Mavericks, number 25, P.J. Washington.
Here's Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Pass to Şengün. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6 to take the lead. Here's Şengün. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Now Irving. Thompson outside. 3-pointer. A shot missing. Rockets trail. Pass to Şengün. To the wing right side. Whitmore with it. Good D by Thompson. So it's the Mavericks now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And on the way from Irving for 3. They get it back. That one, no good. And here's Houston. They trail by 1. Screen by Şengün. They double-team Şengün. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Right side, Irving. Yep, that one goes.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
Boy, it doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Back to Irving. In the corner, it's Gafford. Outside Irving. Davis down low. Tries again. Gafford. Oh, they get it back. Pass to Thompson. Right side, Irving. And another shot. It's tipped. And it's the Rockets on the break. Shot by Easton, no good. Left side, Irving. Pass to Washington. Dallas again missing. And the Rockets with possession here. Here's Şengün. And a missed layup.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Davis surveying the floor. Gafford with the ball. It's rebounded by Şengün. And here are the Rockets now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Down low. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He told his guys to max it out on the three. If those shots aren't coming, then we need to move on. There are other looks for us out there. We want some diversity in those shot attempts, guys.
Thank you, David. Back to Washington. Dallas moving the ball around. And on the way from Irving for three. Offensive rebound. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. There's 1:59 left to play here in the fourth.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Thompson to take the lead. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Davis trying to end the drought. Davis staying with it.
Stepping up. Davis is a fantastic option late. You know, with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
Van Vliet wide open. miss by Houston. The Mavericks leading. Davis with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Pass to Lively. Outside, Davis. Now Irving. A 3-ball. They get it again. Out to the right wing. Back to Washington. Now Irving. For 3. Here's Lively. Goes up again. Good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Green. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And with the game tight, Green gets even more in that zone and ensures he's delivering what his team needs.
And the Mavericks with possession here. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
And stolen by Thompson. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
That's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And it's Houston's ball.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Here's Şengün. And that one is off. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late